Hello, this is Hellsen. Welcome back to our PBEM Vs Deaniks using the Pacific First mod with variants. I'm watching the combat replay for December 16th, 1941. Alright, so he's got 45 lightnings flying into Momaine. Sweep. At 10k. Okay. Trying to get me to put up a cap as he bombs those guys. Alright, I'm starting to move forces into the area. You know, we're building up the airfields to start contesting and for a push into there. So we start bombing the ground forces. Times 3 terrain, we're not doing to do much, especially I'm bombing a 15k to be on the safe side because he has a lot of AA there. So not doing anything. I'm hoping it will at least add a little disruption. We're not going to worry about supply, so burning supply doesn't do us any good because we're going to try to push them out, right? Alright, continuing to bomb the hell out of these guys to get them ready. It's only times, I think it's times 3 terrain there as well. But they're not as dug in, I'm not. So we're doing the lead, bombing the Hong Kong Fortress. Again, getting these guys a little prepared. So we dropped these guys down from last time. We were bombing at 10k. I dropped them down to 9k, so they're not diving down to 1k and getting into a lot more of the AA. I do a raid on Chungking. We hit the city, heavy industry, just because I'm trying. Think I need to wear him out of supply, but with him getting 5,000 a day, I don't think it's going to make a difference. So I kind of discontinued that. So here's what caught me off guard. I was not expecting him to launch a full-on Death Star attack on these guys. So he's got like well over 600 aircraft here, right? Strafing and everything, right? Okay. AA doesn't do near as what I was hoping to do. This actually hurts a little bit. Not as much, but it hurts. It gives a lot of disruption, so I get kind of worried here. So, what I decided to do, our first attempt to rectify this situation, is we start airlifting in some AA units. So I got one in Saigon that I can airlift in and one in Bangkok that I can airlift in. So we'll see if that helps. Like I said, I'm getting fighters into the area, but now that he's put that many fighters in there, I need quite a bit. Especially against those lightning sweeping, even though they're doing it 10k. So we take care of the tanker Gertrude. You know, these guys still just retreating through, catching them on the way out, which is nice. But yeah, I was not expecting this. So our shock attack in Singapore. We do pretty good amount of damage here, but the fortifications are 6 in the mod. I'll go back and look at that because I didn't mean to fast forward to that. So we didn't actually take it, and I thought we had a good chance with a fast. That was much AV that we threw into it. So we attack at Breton, push these guys on to Sarajevo. We'll again pursue these guys. So now we did not take Singapore. I was hoping we take it faster than we did, but now we're gonna have to wait a couple turns to be able to do that. Bangkok expands its airfield to 8, and Kaifeng expands it to 6. Again, 8 is a magic number because it doubles the AV, and then 9 is the magic number 4 because then you can have as many aircraft you want there without overstacking. Let's look at aircraft losses for the 2 to 6. So we shot down 2 Wildcats from AA, but we lost an A1, a Stuka, a Tojo, a Sally, a Babs, and a Nell. So ships sunk this turn. We got that tanker, 15 point. We'll take care of that. Ground units slowly going up. So Intel 4686, which I believe is so I want to say it's like right here. All right, yeah. So I think this is just the forces for Batang. I think he's marching them down to try to get more troops into Palembang, especially engineers. Operations, lots of upgrades again this turn. We lose another 2 points for the event, but the 24th Division, the 17th Division, the 9th, 16th, 10th, and 19th are all upgrading, which is what we would like. We split up the 16th Division, but some of the separates are upgrading. We got a lot of upgrades going in this turn, so very good. Combat report. Let's go ahead and go down to Singapore attack. So he only had 300 AV there, but that fort level 6 hurts. We did reduce it to 5 before the attack, and the shock attack reduced it to 3. So we went from 6 to 3 in this attack, which helped. We did roll a 3 to 1. Was kind of surprised we still didn't take this. You know, I mean that's almost 5 to 1. Didn't take a lot of casualties. Lost 4 combat squads destroyed, 1 engineer destroyed, and 1 vehicle destroyed, and some disablements, and we destroyed a lot. So hopefully we can take it with the next attack, but it's going to be a little bit because we are heavily disrupted. So we're going to wait a little bit on that. Clark should have a next attack next turn. These guys are going to be pretty undisrupted. So I'll do an attack either this. I think I'd go ahead and order this attack here. Fatigue is about as good as we're going to get, and the disruption is not too bad. And I am in a hurry to take these guys out. These guys now will proceed to mobbing. I'm waiting till these guys get down, which will be next turn, before we attack here. We're just still trying to just take these guys out as quick as possible. Invasion of Ternate and Sedate is on the way. Doing some long range cap from zeros at Battle Bob. I did move some zeros over from truck and environs here. Since we're going to have all the aircraft carriers here, I wanted to go ahead and expand them so we can make them go up to 120 because we're going to need them as we can get them. We are loading up a fast transport here so we can start taking dot bases as quick as possible. And we're about 2 turns out. So 2 more turns, we'll get these guys there. I might give them a turn or 2 for repairs before we send them out. And like I said, we're going to go ahead and airlift this battalion. Actually, not that one, because this regiment. Because 88s are too heavy for me to airlift. But these guys, we're going to airlift in. And then over here, we're going to, this regiment, we're going to airlift this regiment into Melmay. Try to get, if he's going to bombard that, we need some AA there. As much as we can get. We are moving fighters in. We got about 2 Tojos, 2 Oscars, and a 0 up here. But I don't have any other fighters, so we're lacking in. So I'm moving other fighters into the area. Just as many as we can get there, obviously. So, Hong Kong should be there next turn, I believe. Yeah. So we'll be there at Hong Kong next turn. We will be into this hex next turn and starting to push through here. We're up to about 1,300 here. Working on getting our troops up here. We got another division on the way that's fully upgraded. And we're just moving troops into position here. So you can tell we got a bunch of AAs that we've moved in. We got some bunch of artillery just waiting for upgrades. So as they upgrade and go to combat, we'll start splitting them up. See, 14th Division's here. 8th Divisions need some upgrades. 1st Division needs some upgrades. 9th Division's fully upgraded, so we can start sending him. Ping Sang is this hex down here. So they will march down to Nanchang, and then they'll march over to Ping Sang, and then along this road to Henyang, and cut behind them. The other guys are going to march north to head into Chengta, and hopefully we get a nice little pincer movement here. So the 22nd Division has gotten here. I'm waiting on the 17th Division and like a headquarters unit and that to here. But these guys are going to try to go over and push these guys out. Maybe we can do an encirclement of these guys. So that's pretty much where we're looking at the turn right now, guys. We're just slowly building up some things and should be landing at Nauru next turn. A couple turns out, and then we'll load up one of those divisions here. And yeah, we just unloaded the extras from Wake Island. And yep, so we're just moving ships into position is our plan. So, and I believe yep. So we're bringing troops down for the invasion on Port Moresby and that now, plus air defense and naval guard for Rabaul, and we can start building it up. So, all right, that's gonna be a quick dirty turn, guys. That's it. So that was December 17th. We're looking pretty decent. I haven't shown you the, not that it's going to change much, but let's go ahead and look at the R&D situation. So we should believe it's January 5th and 6th is the break-even date. Once we hit those, that's when the R&D kicks into full swing on our planes. So it's nice. We're already building the 1A Hellens. These are going to be my ASW plane of choice. Those and Kates, Kate 2, because the BN2 Kates get mad in radar. So those are going to be our two choices for ASW. So I will probably continue building those for pretty good a while for the war, because those will be the ones I use. Other than that, nothing super exciting. Obviously, you know, we don't get anything for quite a while. I think it's pretty much in April when we start getting the fancy stuff. Like we'll get the German ships in April. Tirpitz is March. Actually, we get in March we'll get both Tirpitz and Bismarck, and then we get the Nassau in February. Scharnhorst in February. Okay, take it back. We don't get the we'll get the carriers in April. We do get Rune and Saditz early. 6 days. They will become part of the. Oh no, sorry. Man, we don't have any art for here. What the hell? These guys will be part of the invasion force for the Aleutians. So just give them some cover. It's a nice little teeth. All right. Again, I'll catch y'all later.